Hey there, I'm back, and so are you, yay! I'm so glad you're back here with me today. I'm Karen Lanoux, and as a strategic business mindset coach, one of the things that I help my clients and students with is to get back control of their work life so they can have their personal life again. How great is that? So now, especially if you're a conscious, heart-based business person, you know that you can create different choices. And it doesn't all have to be about working all the time. So today I'm going to talk about getting clear when we're not clear about our direction, our choices, perhaps our purpose, or what we want to do next. So what I find happens for so many people is that they wake up one day and say, how did I get here? Now, does that sound familiar? So now the path to where you are will be different from pretty much everybody else on the planet on where they are right now. But what I know is that you want to maximize your opportunities, but you don't want it to be at the expense of your personal life, right? So whether you're still striving for those proverbial floodgates to open that Napoleon Hill talks about, or whether you've already created great success, but now it runs you, you might find yourself wondering, what's next? And realizing you don't have any clarity around that. So today I want to share an action step you can take towards getting some clarity right now. So first, you want to decide what you don't want. Now, I know that might sound a little counterintuitive, but stick with me here. So often in life, we get swept away by what we see other people doing. And then the busy work that we start doing, we don't actually let ourselves really live in and feel the reality of that future. So here's an example of what happened to me years ago. Now, Jeff and I live in Victoria, BC, Canada, which is just a gorgeous place. And we were sitting in the Inner Harbor, and Paul Allen, one of the co-founders of Microsoft, happened to have his yacht parked there. It was a huge, big, beautiful yacht, complete with a hot tub, helipad, and all the other amazing trimmings one would have in the most gracious of yachts. And I decided that one day I would have one of those. I would have one of those. And I set about dreaming about it and deciding I was going to attract it. So we came back the next weekend because I wanted to come see it. And it was either still there or it had come back. And when I decided, I would sit with the reality of having such a wonderful, wonderful yacht. So as I sat there, I saw all kinds of people doing all the things they needed to do to keep the yacht shipshape. And then I came to think about it. You need a few people to travel with you to get around and keep everything in great condition. So now, Jeff and I are pretty outgoing, but we cherish our downtime. And when I imagine all these people in tight quarters, it started to feel not so great anymore. And then it came to mind, one of the really big realities in my life is I actually don't really like water. So I like to be near it and sometimes in it, but really on it and not on it, and certainly not out in the open ocean like this ship was meant to be. So in that moment I realized, after letting myself live and feel the reality, and that's the thing you want to do, is live and feel the reality of owning a yacht, that it was probably the very last thing I actually wanted. So in that moment, it got taken off my intention list, and I never had to think about it again. I never had to think about attracting it and actively attracting it. So here's my question for you. Is there anything in your life or on your intention list right now that you haven't allowed yourself to fully live and feel in that reality? Is it possible that you're working towards a goal or a dream that you might not actually want? Are there other things in your life or work that you don't want anymore? So it's a good thing to check out. Now, this is your first step to gaining clarity, and it is a necessary one. Now, in my webinar, Get Clear, Get Focused, Stop Procrastinating, Attract Six Figures and Beyond, I go into this in far more depth. And whether you've already attracted your six figures or you're on your way there, this webinar will give you very specific steps besides the one I share here. You see, when you gain clarity and focus, you're bound to take action. And my desire for you is you take inspired action, because that is far more potent than the usual old busy work. Now you can find this webinar at my site, Attract More Now, and it will be in the podcast and webinar section of my site. Remember, this is all about keeping one foot in logic and one foot in magic so you can attract more now with ease and fun. So until next time, have fun. Know that I'm wishing the very best of everything to you, and I would love to hear from you. So go over to my site, leave a comment, send me a question, whatever it is. I'd love to hear from you. Also on my Facebook page, and Facebook is Attract More Now. So again, until then, just have fun. Okay, see you then. Bye-bye.